Welcome back. Next weekend will be really busy here in Dallas as hundreds flock to the executive airport to get a look back in time. The Commemorative Air Force will host their second annual Aviation Discovery Fest. For now, it replaces Wings Over Dallas after a deadly crash during one of the demonstrations back in 2022. But new things are on the docket for this year's festivities. And here to talk more about that is Leah Block, the Director of Communications for the Commemorative Air Force. Good morning to you, Leah.
Good morning.
Glad to have you this morning. You know, before we get into the festival and all the things, tell us more about the Commemorative Air Force, what it does and how it ties into this Aviation Fest.
So the Commemorative Air Force, it was founded in 1957 in South Texas, and the idea was to save the aircraft that had flown during World War II so that people could remember the technology and the veterans that served to defend our freedom during World War II. They started with a couple of planes, and that mission of preserving these aircraft really started to take hold. So now, over 65 years later, the organization is still growing strong. We have over 180 aircraft, which ranks us in like the 11th or 12th Air Force in the world, but we are privately owned, not government. And we have 60 different locations. The headquarters of our international organization is actually based in Dallas at Dallas Executive Airport. So each fall we do kind of a homecoming aviation event, which this year is going to be Aviation Discovery Fest.
Yeah, this is going to be a big deal. So let's talk about Aviation Discovery Fest coming up next weekend. What can people expect?
So this year, these are events that we've done since the 1960s. So each event kind of has a different flavor and flair. But in general, the idea is that people can go to an aviation museum and the museum kind of comes to life. I tell people, if you've seen the movie Night at the Museum, and in the movie, at the end of the night, when the lights turn off, everything in the museum comes to life. The mannequins start moving around and all the different artifacts come to life. And that's really what the Commemorative Air Force is about. It is about experiencing history coming to life. So you'll see the aircraft, but they're going to be flying. You'll walk around the airplanes and all of a sudden the engines will start and the noises will happen. We'll have reenactors there that are walking around in uniform, and you can ask them questions. What does your uniform mean? Why would you wear this on your shoulder? Things like that. It's really kind of a museum coming to life.
Yeah, and you get a chance to speak to some of the veterans too and hear their stories, because they're always willing to share their stories. Leah, how can people get tickets? Are they still available?
Tickets are still available. You can just go to aviationdiscoveryfest.org. And yes, veterans, we've added this year, we have a first responder discount ticket as well. Ooh. So veterans always get a discount ticket. Active military obviously always get a discount ticket. Families, it's a really inexpensive event, and we really hope that everyone attends.
Oh, you're going to get a good turnout, Leah. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Okay.